Nestled in the geographical center of North America, Rugby provides a hometown atmosphere to grow your family and business with safe neighborhoods, good schools and daycares, trusted medical facilities, and a diversified economy from manufacturing to healthcare. Home to almost 200 businesses, big and small, Rugby provides an abundance of activities indoors and out. Rugby North Dakota. Come for a visit, stay for a lifetime.
Good evening, pool fans. Welcome to Railbird Pool TV. Wednesday, the 29th of March, 2023. We're at the Northern Lights Shootout in Rugby, North Dakota. Playing a little 9-ball tonight. Just got done with a match. This is Ryan Johnson stepping in for a little bit. I just finished a first round match, so I get to finish up the Rory Tom finale here. It is, as the screen says, a race to 7, alternating breaks. Only the triangle racks are allowed, no template racks, and we're using BCA rules. I believe the 9 does not count at the 2 pockets at the foot of the table. I think Tom is from Canada, I believe. It's a good kick shot there from Tom. Don't know if Rory's got the gap between the 2 and the 3 ball there. If he does, he'll be able to should be able to lay down a pretty good safe on him here. If he can see through that gap. I don't know if he can see the full ball or not. If he can see the left side of the 1 as he's looking, he'll be real pleased. If he can get through that gap and see the left side of the 1, he might be able to cut it in, or he'll be able to play a pretty good safe there. He's got a lot of wall of balls there. It's dangerous if you can only see the right-hand part of it because of that pocket. If you can see pretty much most of it, he might be, yeah, he's looking to lay though. He's looking to bank the 1 away 2 rails, trying to get it by the 8-6. So that tells me he can't really see the full left-hand part of the ball as he's cueing. So yeah, I think he's gonna stick the cue ball there and try to bank the 1 2 rails away. That's what he was lining up anyways. So. He won't fire till he's absolutely certain on what he wants to do here. Yeah, he's elevating. He wants to stick the cue ball. He might send the cue ball away. It'd be interesting to see here exactly what. No, he didn't get through there. That's a foul. It was tight. I don't know if he... how tight that was. I mean, our angle just doesn't give us a whole lot. Hope everyone's having a good evening tonight. Thanks for joining into Railbird Pool TV here on Facebook or YouTube. Better at that up front. Yeah, I can see it better than I can execute sometimes, but I'm not always right, I guess. Opinions vary, but thank you. Not real familiar with this Tom. I think he's from Canada. He's got a nice little arrangement of the balls here. I like his chances here. I mean, if at 5-4, I haven't got to see any of the match, so I don't know how this has really played out. But I mean, he's got 4 games on Rory already, and I just don't know how he got those games. I mean, I'm new to this match, but this is going to give me an excellent opportunity to see what the guy, how he shoots here. Got a little more angle than he wanted, unless that 4 passes the 9. If it goes in the side, he's going to have to be careful here. But if it goes in the corner, he'll be fine. Yeah, he had all kinds of room. Yeah, that's a perfect angle now. He's looking real good here. Looks like he shoots quick. It's not that difficult, though, of a pattern, so. But when the balls are there, he's definitely a quicker shooter. He's not taking a lot of time here. He wanted to be a little bit straighter, so he's just checking now. He'll go into the rail and back out, I think. He might be able to pull out of it too. Yeah, he was just... Either way, that's probably the safer way. Just take the shot. All you got to do is pot 2 balls here and you're tied up, 5-5. I don't know who has the break. I'm going to find out in the next rack, but it's going to be 5-5 here, folks, with the race to 5. First round of the MPA Northern Lights shootout here in Rugby, North Dakota, 9-ball division. Appreciate everybody on the stream. Take a little commercial break here while he racks the balls, folks.
Nestled in the geographical center of North America, Rugby provides a hometown atmosphere to grow your family and business with safe neighborhoods, good schools and daycares, trusted medical facilities, and a diversified economy from manufacturing to healthcare. Home to almost 200 businesses, big and small, Rugby provides an abundance of activities indoors and out. Rugby North Dakota. Come for a visit, stay for a lifetime.
Welcome back, folks. Tom's just racking the balls here, so he's got the hammer here, and he's got to change his score here. Well, he doesn't, he forgot to, there he goes. He hit 5-5. Race to 7, alternating break. Tom Hughes to break here in rack 11. See if you can get the 7-ball to go. Balls are racking real difficult on this main table here. I warmed up against Rory. We probably played, I don't know, 15 racks or so. Didn't make a ball, he's dry. Don't see any real problems here. The 7 leads to the 8, real nice. The 5 leads to the 6. It's really the 2 to the 3. I don't know if he'll just take the cut here or if he's going to try to get around that 7 or not. He's got pretty good control, so he'll probably try to go around the 7 if he can. But he could also just chip it in as full as possible and then just take the cut on the 3. I think that's the safer way to play it. Yeah, he's looking at that now. The 4 is out in space. You got a lot of real estate to work the cue ball from the 3 to the 4. So, but Rory likes to move the cue ball though too. So if he feels like he can get around that 7, work the cue ball a little bit, he'll do that. But I think he's cueing now to just hold it and just take the shot. Yeah. See how he caught the full part of the pocket there? He got on the rail, but he didn't want to get behind the 7, so he sacrificed being on the rail over getting behind the 7. So he should be able to come back and forth 2 rails back out to the middle of the table. He usually lets his stroke out on these. I don't think he'll hold it for the 4 or 1 rail. I think he'll come 2 rails, but we'll see. He went 3 rails. He went inside all the way. Just to kind of help it in with that left-hand spin. Boy, he navigated the traffic really well there, which he usually does. This guy does not afraid to move the cue ball at all. So. I can't tell if he can go 1 rail and straighten this out with right-hand spin as he's looking, or if he's going to have to negotiate the 3 balls there, the 7, 8, and 9. Yeah, if you get the balls set, I mean, I got them set pretty good on this table, Taylor, practicing, and it just takes a little bit of work to get it to set. You got to have some patience. He was able to hold that with reverse. the cloth is broken in pretty nicely, so it's not overly slick or sliding or anything, because it's wore in a little bit, so that reverse takes real nice off these tables right now, at least on this table on 13. It's looking real good here now. The 7 leads perfectly to the 8. Rory's looking to get on the hill here first, and he will be breaking in rack 12, so. He was struggling with his break in warm-ups, but I think he's probably paying more detail to the rack now than he was when we were playing. We played a little 20 a rack to warm up, and he even noted to me the balls weren't racking real easily, but I bet you now he's really paying attention to it now, because if you get them set to certain balls and they're set, that corner ball's going. It's a perfect angle. He goes towards the rail. That's couldn't have controlled that shot any better than that. Got a little more angle than he wanted here, but it shouldn't really pose a problem. He's going to have to elevate, I think, a little bit here, because I think if he just goes top with a level cue, that side pocket's looming large. So he's probably going to have to elevate here and draw away from it. Try to pop it away from the scratch on the side. Yeah, that's why he's a little bit disgusted, because he knows now he's got to elevate a little bit. And just brings a little bit of a possibility, you know, that you could miss it now. I expect him to deal with it pretty good. He plays elevated shots pretty well, so. He's just gathering his composure here and settling in. And he's going to keep it level. He thinks he can beat the scratch. Well, he was sizing it up. He's wondering. Yeah, now he's going to elevate. Yep, there you go. That's what I thought. Just make sure you make the balls, all you got to do. I mean, even if you don't get the ball, even if the ball is way down at the other end, he can pot the 9 from long distance. But knowing him, he might try to work this cue ball 3 rails back out into the middle of the table. He loves to move the cue ball. The main thing is make the ball, though. Yeah, it's a pressured shot here. He's feeling it. You can tell his body language. He's 5'5". It's a big shot. Three rails back out to the middle of the table. Well, pretty close to the middle. That's well done. And you notice, folks, he didn't really hit that hard, so he made sure to keep a good fluid. He hit that thing smooth for being elevated. He didn't hit it hard. It's a very well executed shot there. Gets on the hill with the break. Thank you, Justin. Appreciate it. Yeah, Zeb deserved it. He played a little better than I did. I had to grind a bunch of matches, and you know, I played good in stretches, but I also, you know, it's pool. Sometimes you gotta just hope the other guy ain't on fire, and that was the case in some of the matches. But I had some matches where I played really lights out too, though. But typical pool, you know, you're gonna have a mixed bag, and you hope you do it at the right time. You hope you shoot good when you need to in the right matches, and you hope that they're a little cold and don't put you away, maybe give you an extra opportunity when you're not shooting particularly well. And I think that's the key to winning. You know, if the timing is good, when those things happen, make a big difference. I mean, even Zeb he was down 3-1 to John Eno, I think, in the second or third round, and he fought back hard and won it 4-3. So that was a big win for him in that match. And I was down 3-1 to Clayton Eno in the loser side of the redraw. He had me pretty much dead and buried in one of the racks and didn't put me away, and I managed to grind my way through it and got back into the third place match, and then I managed to grind through that one, and then I was starting to get rolling at the end there, but I came up a little bit short, but well deserved by Zeb Crawford for sure. Rory to break here in rack 12. We're going to see and follow this 4-ball now. Yeah, he spent a lot of time racking the balls, so way more detailed than he did when he was playing me 20 a rack warming up. So 4 did not drop. Got a ball down though. 6-ball went. He's going to play safe here. I think he's going to try to go along with the cue ball here and use that 8 and that 7 as blockers. Try to put the 1 along that same rail maybe. Good judgment required here though. Exactly how you hit this one and exactly how much spin you're going to use on the ball. Yeah, he's looking at the line right now with his shaft of his cue through that gap. Because that 3-ball and that 7 could be big if you don't judge this right. Because you're pretty much putting all your eggs into the cue ball here. This is one of those ones where I don't know if you're going to get a good 1-ball. You're primarily concerned about if you're going to play this defensive shot, you want to make sure you get that cue ball safe. Because the 1 is probably leaking out away from, the 1-ball's not going to be on the short rail obviously anymore unless he goes real thin, and I don't think he'll go super thin on it. I think he's looking at something else now. He doesn't like that initial one I called. I think it takes too precise of a hit. He's looking for something that gives him a little more margin of error where he doesn't have to hit it maybe quite as precise. This guy's a great thinker here. He's definitely going to look at it and come up with something that gives him his best opportunity to succeed. I just don't know if you can bank that 1 away by the 2 and then maybe just go long rail, side to side and use the 2 as a blocker. I think that's too delicate. I think you have to cut it too much. You're going to send, that's just not a viable option there. And I don't know if he can bank the 1 straight down table. He's looking at that. And getting the 1, make sure you get it on the short rail if you bank the 1 back down. I don't think you can avoid that 2 though. I just think there's too much cut there. And I don't think you can cross over it. You might be able to cross over it slightly, but I think you're going to run too much risk of going into the 7 with the 1-ball. So yeah, he's looking now at that initial one that I have initially called. I think, no, he might be going to the side to side. What's he doing here? Is he going to go side to side and just play a containing safe? Or is he going to send the cue ball long? Yeah, he sent the cue ball long. That 7 was big. I knew that. Yeah, he gave it to him. He tapped his hand on the table like he sold out. I knew that 7, if you avoided the 3, then the 7 comes in. And if you try to avoid the 7, then the 3 comes in. I mean, you had to hit it so good. But he looked at other options, folks, and there was nothing else really there that was good. So he had to, and he just failed to execute it. I mean, he had to hit that perfect. And this guy has a golden opportunity. Tom, look at the pattern here. 4 to the 7, maybe. I mean, that's not. You just get the cue ball back to the center of the table, take a cut on the 7, and then boom. Oh, wow, he's going to play safe. He couldn't see the ball all the way. He couldn't see it all the way, obviously, because he would have shot it. Good safe there by Tom. Locked him up pretty good. I see a 3 rail. I think he's going to have to go 3 rails here, because the 1 rail is cut off by the 4, I believe. Not to mention the 2 looms large on the 1 rail, so Rory's got a predicament here. I think he's got to go between the gap of the 2 and the 3 and shoot a 3 railer. I think that's his really only option here. And it's, he's looking at a 1 rail right now, if he can spin it somehow. If he can check it, spin it, anything. He's got a better viewpoint than I do, definitely. This camera angle is very harsh to be able to see for this particular shot. He believes he can go 1 rail with a little bit of spin and avoid the 2. Make it go a little long. Let's see if he judges it right here. He came in short. He was worried about that 4, so he came in short. It's another one of those kicks where it had to be just judged just perfect to get it. Not a lot of margin of error there on how you hit it to get the hit. He did muddy that 8 up a little bit. I don't know if it goes in the side. That's going to be interesting. If the 8 does not go in the side, is he going to try to move this 8 right now? I mean, if he's putting his cue ball there, that tells me he's going to try to. Oh, he's got the 1 down at the other end of the table. I'm not sure what he's looking at here. He's still got the 1 on the table. Oh my. He doesn't realize the 1 is on the table. Rory's not going to tell him. I mean, that's why tell him. I mean, I don't want to be loud here, folks. He doesn't see the 1 here. What a major mistake this is. He doesn't see the 1 here. Oh my. Oh wow, the guy laughs. He's able to laugh it off, but wow. I can't believe that. That's, I mean, I've missed some, trust me, I've done that before, folks. I mean, it's easy to see it up here, but I mean, I've been in that position. I've done that before, but that's, I can't believe that. It was going to be hill. And now it's going to be a 7-6, 7-5 win by Rory. Wow. A classic match ruined by that at the end. We were looking at a classic hill battle. And now it's going to be remembered for the guy that forgot to shoot the 1. Yeah, I mean, that's, yeah, oh, of course. I mean, that's just mind-boggling. Yeah, Taylor, I mean, he played safe on the 1. That's really surprising there, but. Well, it's pretty routine here now. I expect him to go to the right-hand side, to the east side of the 7 here. I don't think he'll try to get on the west side of the 7. No need to. The ball's off the rail. Oh, what's he doing here? What did he do here? I mean, he wasn't obviously playing for the bank. There's no way. I mean, it's a pretty routine bank, but you don't want to be shooting this when you had straightforward position. I mean, I fully expect him to get this ball, but I mean, wow. Oh, he rattled it, folks. He felt bad for the guy. He felt bad for him. That is just mind-boggling that he did not get out there. Look at this. This is just roll up. Frickin' wow. That's just wild, folks. It's like it's meant to be hill. You know, Rory didn't do that on purpose. He just didn't cue that ball. That he caught it a little full. He caught that ball full, and it just didn't go over enough. That, or he didn't get any, when he cued it, when he struck the cue ball, he didn't have that half a tip of left-hand spin on the ball that he wanted. So he just didn't strike the cue ball properly there. Must not be practicing. Six, folks. Tom breaking. He's got the advantage here. 9 ball does not count in the 2-foot pockets, so. But it does in the back 4, so. Wouldn't that be something if we seen a golden break? Well, fasten your seat belts, everyone. Here we go. See what kind of drama unfolds here in the case game here in rack 13. See if you can get this 4 ball to go. Nope, it went way short. Got the 1 though. Accomplished his main objective, and that's to put a ball down. Doesn't have a real aggressive offensive shot here. He might be able to go by the 7, but and cut it all the way up, but I don't know. It's hard to tell from my angle here. If it goes, it carries. He'll be able to come across. He'll have to, that 3, I don't know if it goes by the 5, so this is going to be interesting to watch this. Yeah, I play safe. I was going to say that safe was always there. It's a good shot too, and the 2 is out away from the rail a little bit, and it's the jump cue really isn't there. I mean, you could jump this, you'd have to land right on top of it. Well, it would take, you're asking way too much to try jumping this one. You'd have to land right on the 2. It'd be an exhibition shot you'd do if you were just goofing around, but he's not doing that in a 6-6 hill game here. He's got a chance to get some separation here if he can hit it relatively full, but he's just going to play contain. He's just playing contain. Smart shot. Don't give away anything easy offensively, but this safe is a little bit harder now. He's got to be real careful here. If you're playing safe, you got to make sure to get that 2 ball on that short rail. It's tough to get a good cue ball here. I don't know how much gap there is between those balls, though. That makes a huge difference on his options here. So only he really can see all the options. From my vantage point, the cue ball, getting the cue ball safe here is real difficult. Yeah, I like doing this, but make sure you get that 2 right on the end rail, and then you're just containing them, hoping to get back. But the problem with that is you're going to leave a pretty easy safe returning, unless you get the cue ball in behind a ball. And I think it's going to be a lot of chance whether he's getting that cue ball safe here. This is a difficult spot he's in here. He might be able to bunt it to the side rail and then just put the cue ball back out, but the problem with that is you leave an easy safe there, but you got to try to get back to the table here. I mean, getting back to the table is better than giving up the run out, so. I might even consider banking it if there's a gap. If they're froze together, that bank is pretty much out of the question then. But if there is a gap there and he shoots a little away from the ball, he might be able to bank it. And then if he misses it, it would go into the short rail if he come up short on that bank. No, he's just going to play a containing save. Yeah, that was. He thought he could avoid the 7. That was asking a lot. I think there you got to try, and it was tough. I think you got to try to put the 2 on the short rail. And you're going to leave him a vision on the 2, but at least he has to play safe most likely. Here's a key shot right here to get on the 3, and from there it should be curtains. That looks good. Three might have a half a pocket here, but he's pretty full on the ball, which is an advantage. He's got a little bit of a cut on it, but not too much, so that helps pocketing this ball for sure. No, he did. He had to overcut it. Wow. Wow. Well, Tom's got his chance here. There's really no obstacles here. Just hold your nerve. Keep your composure. And he's punching his ticket to round 2 on the winner's side. I just don't see really any issues here. That wasn't the greatest opener. They're feeling it. I know it. I've been out there many a times. He didn't cue that one at all very well. But the thing is here is all you got to do is put this 4 down. You don't have to do a lot with the cue ball, so make sure you make the ball. You want to concentrate, make sure you put this ball down first and foremost. Even if you get a little bit near the rail, I mean, you got to make sure you make the ball though. You don't need to get way back down and get perfect. It's a good shot. He cued that one really sporty. He got a lot out of that cue ball for minimal power there. He hit that one. He struck that one really nice. With an elevated cue like that. I don't know if he'll play for the upper right or if he'll come for the side. I like coming 2 rails into the for the corner. You can just come out 1 rail too. A couple different ways you can do it. Looks like he's cueing to come 1 rail out. His speed, watch out, see, coming like that. The problem, he got away with it a little bit. The problem with that is you're coming right through the narrow part of your positions area. And bad things can happen, but it's 9 ball, so he was able to run into it and get away with that. But if you were playing 8 ball and he had a bunch of interfering balls, you could have been in big trouble. But looks like he's going to get away with it here, and he's going to close this out. I don't see really any way he's bungling this. Ooh, he's elevated over the 9. That's kind of a foolishness there. You don't really want to leave the cue ball. He should have drew back and where he's not elevated here. I mean, this makes it missable now. And Tom Hughes takes down Rory Hendrickson 7-6. Congrats to him. Moves on. A lot of drama there in the last couple racks, so interesting pool. And we'll have a match coming up here shortly. We're going to take a quick commercial break here for 30 seconds or so.
Nestled in the geographical center of North America, Rugby provides a hometown atmosphere to grow your family and business with safe neighborhoods, good schools and daycares, trusted medical facilities, and a diversified economy from manufacturing to healthcare. Home to almost 200 businesses, big and small, Rugby provides an abundance of activities indoors and out. Rugby North Dakota. Come for a visit, stay for a lifetime.
Well, folks, I'm back. Right now, we don't have a match ready to go for the table. There's nothing on the tournament bracket that can be called yet, but we will shortly here. So thanks for the patience. In fact, we'll probably boot the stream back up here, and whoever's on there will boot it back up here. And so, yeah, we will be back. Thank you.